Hey everyone, welcome to a pop-up, unannounced live streaming test that there's no really set schedule just because it's just doing a little tech test, so it just do it when I need to do it, and in this case, I need to do it. So, currently just right now streaming into the live streaming friends Facebook group page, and if you're interested to join that group, you just leave a message in the comments, and I'll send you the link for you if you wish to join the group. It's just a great place for fellowship and just being able to do what I'm doing right now, which is to test some streams. Right now, I'm testing the audio and video setup here in the green room that I haven't done in a while. That was sadly a need to, so it's just a matter of just making sure that the audio is going through, the video is going through. I just had to do a lot of configurations. I haven't had a chance to work with the switcher here, and some of the cameras are a little bit maybe getting a little bit of dust. So I just want to make sure that that's okay too. So I had to do some tweaks with the picture settings and all the fun connection issues. So right now, that's what I'm doing right now. Let me take this off. It's a bare bones setup. I don't have the Stream Deck set up here, so you won't see me looking for the button I need to hit to be able to activate some fun graphics. But it's all good just because like I just want to be able to just test it out here. So, um, let me see. So right now I only have the current laptop, so I don't have an extra monitor. So I'm just gonna check to see if the stream's going out on the YouTube channel. Uh, Let me see. Hey, how goes it? Let's see. I don't think I'm on. Let me see if the YouTube channel's going out here. So, as you can tell, when you do some testing, sometimes there's those periods of where I'm just like, and it's just a matter of just trying to check out some stuff. I don't have a moderator here, so I'm just going in to see if I can find some stuff that we're sending. Hey, Rich, how's it going? And so this is like a little bit of a different configuration in that I'm not using. Well, I am using vMix, but I'm not using the vMix social software. So just doing a different configuration to try to pull up the chat. So that's why you're seeing it down below there. So, um, okay, thanks, Rich. Let's see. So let me see if this is going on YouTube. I don't feel like it is. Although I know like I got it set up for it. Let me just check here. Was it testing out stuff? Oh no, it's out. Okay, I don't know why I didn't get the. Oh, that's right. I didn't activate notification on my phones. That's why I don't see it there. Okay, but I do show that it's going out. And let's see. Obviously, Facebook, just because I'm able to converse with Rich there. I don't know if LinkedIn is on. Let me take a look there. Oh, where are you? It's funny. I didn't see any. Oh, okay. So there is a notification on LinkedIn that it's going live. I don't know why it's not showing on the. If I click on the profile. Oh, okay. I think it is. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Hey, Matt. All right. So let me do a little bit of a quick comparison test, just because it's always kind of fun when I'm testing out different video settings. So right now I've got the Sony NX5U shooting the video there, just as it's always kind of fun to compare it to like with the webcam. Now, not everyone's gonna have a camera like that, so some folks will like have either like a different Logitech webcam, or I know the Elgato Facecam is always famous. So let me just show you what it looks like. Earlier, I did set up with the Logitech Brios 4K camera, and it was a matter of just kind of playing around with the picture profile just to play around. So right now this is the Sony, so I'm just gonna switch over just so you can kind of see what the difference look like. So this is the Logitech camera, so it's a little bit brighter, and with with webcams, the challenge is just that most of the adjustments you have to do is within the software. I had to download the latest software for this camera for me to be able to go in the settings and just try to play around with it. I think before I had updated the software, the camera, the image itself was a little bit confined, and that was because I think it was filming at a 720 instead of like raising up to 1080. It can go up to 4K. I know, like when I was playing around with that, it could be just a system limitation with the laptop I'm using. It was kind of getting a little bogged down, and generally 720, is sufficient. And I just wanted to be able to bump up just a little bit, so I've got it on 1080, so I was able to play around with the framing like that. And earlier I said this was the Sony, and if you just want to see what the comparison looks like, give me 1 second here. Let me just throw off that the. Let me take this off so you can see the lettering. So over here in red, as you can see, is Sony, and over there is Logitech, and so it's kind of fun to kind of see because of what also you have to factor in is how you position the cameras as to dealing with like some of the height issues and stuff. So let me see if I can give you a better image. As unless I have like an NDI software, this allows me to use like my iPhone as another camera. So let me just illustrate as to how it looks, as to how the different positioning of the camera will affect as to how the video you're seeing looks. So, and let me just pull that up here. Okay, so that's the laptop, and as you can see here, that's the Brios, which is the image you saw originally facing the left, and there's the Sony camera, which is slightly high up. And so because the camera's aiming down, I look a little bit lower to the ground, where the webcam here is about eye level. So, and that's what, as to why you're seeing a little bit of difference, where I actually look taller than the other. So I couldn't help but laugh about that. But audience typically do not want 720 1080. Yeah, I hear you, Matt. I sometimes if you're dealing with older computers and laptops, sometimes it has a little trouble playing with 1080, and so the 720 helps. And Facebook's a little bit, and sometimes if you're just going to Facebook Live, it seems that 720 seems to behave better than 1080. But to your point, yeah. So it just really depends on what your mileage is as to what resources you're using when you stream, as to keep in mind. But yep, I hear you. So, and as you can tell, I'm streaming it to Restream, so I'm just playing around. Albeit it's not the graphics I typically play around with from vMix, but it's good to be able to see like what other tools I can play around with. So, and it just really depends on what you're working with as to what you can use to your advantage. So, some people have more tools at their fingertips to play with, but it just really boils down to the essentials as to what your message is and who you're going out to. So that also is a factor as to what's appropriate or what to use on such things. So let me just pull that off and let me pull this back in. Okay, so yeah, so let me just switch over, just because I have a little trouble looking at myself twice. Yeah. Any preferences to while I got you here, Matt? Any preferences whether you want this camera or that camera? And, and as well as anyone watching it on LinkedIn or YouTube, if you want to chime in as to which camera you like me to switch over. Not to sound like a optometrist, but and I can't help but say, you know, would you like to see this or this? And Matt said Sony. Okay, so we're on the Sony. All right. So yeah, so it's been a while since I've been able to do some testing, but also have some fun with it. So that's a scoop right now. On the big thing that took a while was the audio, in that I hadn't had a. It's been a while since I hooked up the mixer to this setup here in the green studio. So it's just a matter of just configuring to make sure that the audio is going out in the right channel and making sure that I've got the right audio on, because when you have this many cameras, sometimes you might pick up the audio from your camera, webcam, or other sources. So it's one thing to be able to output the audio, but it's a matter of just being cognizant as to making sure you don't have multiple audios going out at the same time. Sometimes you get the reverb or what have you, and just making sure you're selecting the right audio for what you want. So right now I'm on the monoprice mixer, and I've got the Sennheiser. I think this is the M46. Hang on. Let's see if I can find the model number. I sometimes gonna blank out on these things. Nope, that's not it. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just an informal test, so it's nothing. No crazy talk here, other than just making sure everything's working. Yeah. So okay, so this is the MD46 mic I'm using, the Sennheiser. That's an XLR mic there. That's wireless. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So, Matt's asked, are there any projects in the pipeline that includes Josh? I need more Josh on video. At the moment, nothing planned. Albeit since we're in July, barely in the end of July, that could change. So I will say it. Never say never. Nothing immediate, but there may be something down the line later. Uh, for the simple answer, just that his availability is erratic. So it's definitely not because he's not interested. Because whenever he's in those creative modes, there, Matt, as you know, it's just a matter of just know when he's available. So that's the answer right there. So thanks for asking. Um, okay, so we tested the audio. I might have to go into the office to test out the stream, so I might have to end this portion of the test early, but then pick it up in the other room. So I was gonna try to do something like set up so I can just tie into the camera over there, but then where the challenge is, because I need to be in the other room to test it out there, I have no way to control it because everything's in here in this studio. So it's just a matter of just trying to keep things simple. Yeah, creative genius indeed, Matt. So, okay. Yep. As for me, I know I've been working on some things that hopefully I'll be able to announce in a couple months. It's still a work in progress. Don't mean to sound mysterious. Just a matter of just making sure everything's kind of nailed down before I can announce what I want to announce. So all I can say is something's in the work. Shalala, shalala related that I hope to announce soon. So, but other than that, I mean, I hope everyone's staying cool. I know here in Boston, we should be hit in the 90s in the next couple of days. I think either tomorrow or even close to weekend. It's supposed to, like, the real feels like around the 100th. But I know it's not as bad like it is in Arizona. Good God, it's hot out there too. everything. So, oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, it's just yeah, just a matter of just getting things sorted out. And I think at least I know like with people that are subscribed to my email newsletter, it's just a matter of just doing a lot of juggling on. Because I mentioned I've also been focusing just in terms of helping out family, like being a caregiver for my dad. Um, so that's kind of, I don't want to say that's the sole reason, but I mean it is one of the reasons why I haven't been able to to do as much test streaming or just be online as I'd like to as much as, but so just kind of playing by ear there. So um okay, anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna log off here. I might try to switch over in the office. So Matt, if you're around, you might see me again. Otherwise, for those just kind of like picking up on the stream, it's just doing a little unannounced pop up tech test with the setup here, just because it's just a matter of just making sure everything work and everything like that. So, um, yeah, so that's about it. So Matt and anyone else that's catching the replay, thanks for watching. You might see another one shortly, just because I just want to do another test in the other room. But at least it's good to know that this camera and this camera works. You can hear the audio here. Um, yeah, no worries. It's just a matter of just doing some tech tests. So this wasn't a planned talk or anything. It's just more of a unannounced tech test that I need to do. So um, that's about it. I'm gonna sign off from here, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a tech test in the other room. I What the heck did I do over there? I think it was a matter of just oh, I know what it was. Um, I know I primarily used a different Sony cam. That's the ZV-1, but I also have another Brios as a backup, and it was driving me nuts that for that other camera that the colors look really off, and so I was able to download the updated software for that camera, so I was able to go in it and tweak the settings. So it may not be an exact match to what the picture profile is for the Sony camera, but the image looks a lot better. It doesn't look too blown out, and it has some interesting colors. So I want to test that out too. So that's the scoop. Thanks for watching, and if you're still gonna be around, you'll see me shortly in a different setup. And that's about it. So hope you guys doing well. And fun fact, I know probably Rich and Matt knows this, but I'm using a green screen, so doing a little bit of fun playing around with the lights and stuff to try to simulate that it's just like daylight and everything like that. So that's kind of fun. So I don't think I can do it back there, but I'll try that. So all right, thanks guys. I will catch you guys in a bit if you're gonna stick around. Otherwise, take it easy, everyone. Like I said, bare bones.